St. Paul, and hang on. Okay, one there. I'm just making sure it goes because one time it took for us for we had to go live like multiple times because we had no idea what was going on.
No.
But yeah, here we are, the Goof and Goober Show, the GG Nation. We got a special guest star here tonight, and there he is, finally showing up. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. This is every time. Every time.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
What are you doing,
had some
Matthew?
stuff I had to do. I had some stuff I had to do. Like, I have a wife I have to provide for.
Oh my gosh, we both have wives. Me and Isaac both have wives. My wife is sick right now, actually.
Yeah, and you're podcasting instead. Wow. Huh. Wow, how have the tides have turned?
No,
The tables.
that's how it is.
Did you do you have your new webcam on?
Oh yeah, dude. Brand check.
It looks worse.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying that. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream. Your looks the worst actually on the stream.
Mine looks the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Why does mine look the worst?
Yours is just more pixelated. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, we we got the big podcast. So many people are on watching live right now.
So many people.
Isaac probably being one of those on Facebook, me being the other. Maybe I'll pull it up.
Every Monday, it's the thing my wife is, we're sitting watching TV and I pull this thing up and she's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, you know. Watching.
Mm-hmm. So Isaac, are you you're a big sports guy, but here's the good question. Are you into like Magic the Gathering?
No.
I gotta ask.
Don't even know what that is.
You don't?
You don't know what Magic the Gathering is?
It was one of the
like one of the biggest games out there.
Now, see, I don't play video games like at all.
This is a card game.
I don't really play card games. That would tell you exactly what I don't play that. I mean, if there's a game of Catan going around or Ticket to Ride or whatever, group of people, I'd do it. But I don't know.
What do you mostly then do in your spare time then, Isaac? What do you do in that time that you get to yourself?
I've been really the last couple of years golfing. It's been fun.
Oh,
been getting out,
getting freaking raising that range.
Yeah, lowering the score.
Yeah.
No, I do that, or I enjoy.
Yeah, I heard the higher the score, the better.
Yeah,
every time.
I just hit 100 for the first time. It was great.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
No,
I'm usually hitting 120s. We're in the 120s.
Oh, that's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, he kills me. I'm hitting like 90.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's terrible.
So you're a big golfer then, Isaac?
I've been getting into it the last couple of years. Yeah, I have to get an eye surgery this summer, so I'm not going to be going much. But last year I was going all the time.
You getting LASIK or something else?
No, I found out I have an eye disease that you can't cure it. You can just stop it from getting worse, essentially. So getting the proteins fused back together.
Wait, you have an eye disease?
Apparently, I found out when we moved here. Just routine eye exam. Had no idea.
And they said you have a disease.
Yeah. So I pretty much quote daily from Anchorman 2 and Ron Burgundy's in he's in the lighthouse. I'm blind.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm blind.
I can't hear you because I'm blind.
You tell me if this doesn't feel like
So this summer I'm already preparing. I'm leaking I mean, no one's gonna see this really. Well, maybe thousands will, but yeah, I'm gonna line up on the tee box, and we have like an annual golf outing. These guys know that I've been having this issue with my eye, so I'm gonna just line up facing right at them. Just joke that I'm blind.
That's a good
Beam it
joke
right
right there.
at
That's a good one.
Maybe get one guy in on it to help like turn me around or something. Just
Please.
How far am I away from the pen, huh? Yeah. Well, so you how long did you live in Wisconsin?
We were there for 6 years.
Jeez. Man.
6 long,
Sucks to
dreadful years.
suck,
Just
dude.
kidding.
Why Wisconsin?
Right out of Crown, I actually took a job at a church out there. So I was a tech director at a church of like 4,000 for 6 years.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So you were a tech
So
director?
you did the lights.
Yeah, all the audio, video, lighting, everything. But
For a small church of a 6,000.
yeah, just a pebble in the pond.
Yeah. It's nothing that big. Yeah.
No. Then when we knew we were having our first, I took a corporate job just to be home
yeah.
more.
Corporate.
'Cause you
job.
gotta
What
you
kind of
gotta
corporate job?
you gotta give so much time when you're working at the church, dude. Like it's
Nights, weekends, everything.
yeah, dude. Those
It's for the Lord.
those nights, I thought, well, when I volunteered a lot, it was just constantly, and then yeah, it was just bad. And now you're
then the
freaking
church
here.
got you
You're in the
fired,
corporate
dude. That
world,
freaking
freaking
sucks.
killing it.
Just living the dream on the G&G show.
Ooh,
The
Who'd have thought?
boys.
okay. Well, Isaac, I don't know if you. Well, it's Matthew's show today, so he's kind of running the show today. I don't know what you have in store, Matt.
I've got a couple
for-
things.
I mean, obviously, you, Isaac, you know about the ringer dinger, right? No.
He's gonna get ring dinged.
Oh no.
He's gonna
gotta-
get dinged in the ringer.
This could get squirrely.
This could get bad. Okay. No biggie. The ringer dinger. Matthew. Okay. Well. Yeah. Just get ready. I guess be prepared for anything now.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm very prepared.
Okay. Good. I was worried. Oh gosh.
I'm wearing black because I'm sweating.
Yeah. What is your shirt? I married into this. So Nebraska or what?
Yeah, my whole wife's family, huge Husker fans.
Oof.
And to be honest, don't really care that much about college.
Yeah.
Let alone, and to be honest, let alone football. I really don't. I don't have
Who
a
cares
ton of
about that
interest.
crap, dude?
Yeah,
Seriously.
but I watch it all, of course. I mean, I
You
know
have
enough
to.
to know. I know enough to know that Kirk Cousins is a top tier quarterback.
To
Clearly.
get paid, one of
Yeah.
the top paid quarterbacks in the NFL to
Yeah.
ever get paid.
Yeah,
He
Not like
knows how to
Dan
rob a
Marino,
bank.
Joe Montana, Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, like those were in order.
You
I
are
think.
ridiculous. You are
Yeah,
absolutely
Daddy
ridiculous
Kirk.
if you think
As Isaac would always say on the
That's
chat.
so
Isaac, I guess when you're chatting, that's what I always think. I was like, he's gonna say Daddy
Kirk
Kirk
Chains.
or something. Kirk Chains or something. He's always got the quick comments on there on the old chat.
Regan, quick question.
Okay.
So, I thought about this.
Oh no.
You remember those packages the package I bought off of Robbie's stream like
Yeah.
last week?
Oh,
I got all my unopened packs.
you gonna open?
So I wonder if we should open it so that way if I pull something big, Robbie just gets pissed that he doesn't get to have content.
well, he's going.
He's going live at 9, I think.
Yeah.
He said he was
You
going to
remember
quit Magic.
Robbie? What's Robbie's last name? Robbie.
know.
He's played a crowd. He hung out with Max.
Robbie Sauter.
Roadhouse. Sauter.
Robbie who?
Sauter.
Mm-mm.
If you saw his face, I think you would know him.
Yeah, probably.
These, you know Max Moser though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he'd hang out with them. And
Oh yeah, I know who this guy is.
yeah, they do all their podcast.
Well, they don't really like podcast
No,
anymore.
they don't do that. They just live stream things now. That's all
Yeah.
they do.
Well, now it's just opening up packs. And then
Well,
Isaac
Isaac Edelman is
Isaac
doing
posts-
he's taking over the podcast because Max started that whole thing.
now he
and
works
now-
at Crown.
Oh yeah. What? Okay, maybe this.
Campus chaplain.
This is the thing. This is the hardening of the pre-show. Okay, we're in the pre-show right now. We're
What you
trying to
drinking
just.
there?
What's that?
What you drinking there?
Don't worry, guys. I got my little Stanley ready
Oh,
to go.
Yes.
That was a.
What's in there?
Matthew, I put in the UV thing you got.
Oh,
You're
This
supposed to
thing
mix
is like
it.
cough syrup.
why would
You're
you drink
supposed
that?
to mix it.
With what?
Sprite or like a juice.
Yeah, because it's all going to need to fit into my little Stanley.
What
Is that
you
the
kidding
size
me?
of your big finger? Your thumb
I
or
got
something?
big hands, big meaty hands.
Right.
we had a baby shower because my wife's due in 3 weeks.
Congrats.
And
congrats.
my brother-in-law is also they're doing like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So we just did a conjoined baby shower, and we did the prizes, and we were like, "This is a great idea." Shot glasses, a Yeti cup or a Stanley or whatever,
I
and
mean,
then Regan ended up
pretty
winning
cute.
something. Pretty sweet.
well, you had 6 of them, and we had to down. So in order to win the surprise, this is what you had to do. You had to chug a beer, but the beer is in a baby bottle. So you have to squeeze out
Oh,
the
interesting.
beer.
It was terrible.
It was
It
like
was
this, like that, kind of. That's kind of how it looked like.
It was bad.
Is that what it sounded like too?
Yes.
I don't know. Matthew, do you remember what it sounded like?
I remember distinctly, yeah, because I was
Okay, can
listening to
you-
do it.
Okay,
You were
what
like,
yeah, that
and then
kind
you
of
had
sounds
when
similar.
when you finally swallowed, you went, oh,
Huh. That is-
yeah.
Is this gonna be your second kid, Matthew?
Second kid.
Dude, it's a
Yep.
it's
Second one to
something.
the
How old's your
orphanage.
first?
She's 2. Regan, you got to mix it with something, dude. You can't
Yeah.
just drink that straight up.
Sorry, guys.
I'm just
I
I'm
didn't
telling
mean
you
to-
now.
Okay. I want to show you guys. Well,
But
this
yeah,
will be
so I have a
interesting.
daughter. She's 2.
Yeah. What? Isaac, you've got 2 kids now, right?
Yeah, we just had our second like 3 weeks ago.
Congrats, you big dog.
Jeez. Is it bad? Second one.
It's something. Not to,
Something.
if you think you're tired now, you're certainly not.
Well, Matt, does your wife work?
Yeah, she works just part time, so
Okay.
she's off for like 3 months though now.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
it will
That's
take
actually-
some time away. We both work from home, which is super nice.
Oh, that's
so
super. Yeah,
No
Matthew.
childcare costs is kind of what we're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to ride out on.
I was just talking to some guy how crazy the child care costs are this day. It's literally a mortgage. It's literally
It's cheaper
More
to
than a
not
mortgage.
do it and try to
Right.
find a way to not if you can. Like,
Yeah.
it's wild.
It's like
the second
$500
kid,
a month, a week.
Yeah, I mean, in Wisconsin, when we were looking, it was like $350 a week.
Still crazy. That's $1,500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mortgage.
It's wild.
Yeah. Literally, I just said that, Matthew. Wow. Golly. It's like you're not even listening to me. It's happening
Yeah, well, when
every
we were
stream.
looking, it's $500 a week, so that's more than my mortgage.
Yeah, that's
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I actually passed out during our second. She was getting an epidural, and the
Oh, really?
first time they were trying to insert the needle, they couldn't figure it out, and the guy is like 45 minutes, and the guy's like,
Oh,
"Oh, I
you-
got to redo this whole thing," and It was like 4 a.m. I was
Yeah.
exhausted. It was awful. Hey,
Say hi.
Oh, there she is. Every stream, he does it. Literally every stream. Oh, shoot. Hello. No, she's really shy because you're here.
get it?
Yeah,
Isaac.
unfortunately,
I get it.
I've taught her to not like be happy around new guys. You know?
My
Yes.
daughter would just walk away. So
the two boys. Golly, where is the?
Okay.
There it is.
Here you go.
No, two.
Say hi. Speak up. Hi.
You got to turn up your mic, Matt. I can barely
Say
hear you.
hi.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, sorry. No, she's not speaking.
no.
Well, that's what happens.
Well, I got a freaking first practice tomorrow
Oh
for the
gosh,
spring season.
Matthew's in the Crown football. He's back in it.
Back in
Yeah,
the grind, in the
I
Dude,
never,
saddle.
he's-
I never left.
He's there. He's there 100%. Last year, you hear about this story about last year. You've been watching the show. I was the
course.
official, unofficial hype man of Crown College football. And boy, I
You
get
are?
those boys. Well, probably no longer that anymore. But yeah, I freaking got those boys going, man.
I mean, you could if you wanted to. I bet.
I
you
know
they
I
would
could,
let
but
you.
I don't want to drive. I'm in St. Paul. I got to drive.
You made the choice.
No, I'm making the choice
move
not to
away.
do it anymore because I
You
don't
made the
want to
choice
drive.
move away.
Very impressed though. Crown's really turned a lot of their facility around, man. I mean,
That's-
compared to when we were there, I was like, I don't know if half these buildings should be lived in.
They
Certainly
have
not the ones I lived
right.
in.
Have you been there recently?
I went last spring.
Okay, yeah,
They've
yeah.
done even more.
Yeah, it's pretty
crazy.
remarkable.
Well,
That's good.
I think it was because Wiggins did not want to spend any money. Like he did not want to take any credit or anything like that. I mean, I think it's a smart idea for sure.
Scott Moats.
Well, I think part of the problem is they were in a lot
It was
of
all Scott
debt.
Moats.
Yeah, or
Their previous
No.
president before that didn't really understand
No, but
financial operation.
but Scott never spent anything.
Matthew
ended
and
up-
has something against Scotty Moats. Scott Moats,
Scott,
not
Scotty's
Scott.
You got to be careful there.
Yep.
Golly, who
Scott-
names their kid
Scotty's
like
fine.
that?
I'm gonna
I
name
don't
my
know.
I
son.
don't know if I'm going to
Daddy.
get into that.
Wait, why? What's your kid's name?
Not that.
Oh,
Adeline
okay.
and Elijah.
Oh, okay.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Adeline. From the movie Adeline?
It was from like some books, I guess, my wife read when she was little that she just loved the
Oh.
name. And
Oh, you're thinking about Annabelle Regan. That's completely different.
Annabelle.
the
What?
French movie.
Yeah.
Come on, Regan.
Annabelle.
Everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
See, he's oblivious to
I have no idea.
normal human
Let me
stuff.
show you something. I put this together. I was up late last night putting this together, and I want to show you guys
Oh no, is it a song?
my screen. Currently, this is a spreadsheet of all my Magic the Gathering cards I have collected over the last 2 weeks. I have currently 123. Yep, 123 total net worth. Obviously market value about $90.
That's a lot.
Yeah. My highest card is Underworld Breach. Going right now for about almost $20.
Which
Almost a fifth of the entire
one?
value of your whole
Underworld
set.
Breach.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting somewhere, dude. I'm definitely getting somewhere.
My fondest memory of you, Regan, was choir
Oh
tour
boy.
on the way to New York City.
Oh gosh.
And
I knew
Regan,
this was going to be brought up. I knew this was going to be brought up.
what? What's going to be brought up?
The New York City trip.
Well, what about it?
Well, there was a lot of things that happened on that trip. Let's just say that.
The funniest
What
memory
happened
I
on
have
that
there
trip?
was
He's gonna-
Regan didn't leave the bathroom of the bus. He sat in the bathroom the entire tour, all the way to New York City and back.
I don't think that
No.
was true.
Regan,
No
it
way.
was true. And you sat and you played Pokemon on
Oh,
Game
there
Boy
was a
Color
I do remember. Yeah, I do remember. I
the
would
whole
sit in
trip.
there. Well, I don't.
Regan.
No, because
true.
with Dr. Dre, I would sit with him all the time. Because
True.
I would sit with him and I'd make him uncomfortable. Man, what was he? I forgot what his actual name was because I kept calling Dr. What?
Donaldson.
Donaldson. I don't know why I called him Dr. Dre all the
Called
time.
him Dr. Donnie.
Did I?
I did. He hated
Oh,
it.
I didn't even. He was a great. I loved him. He was so
Oh, yeah.
good, fun guy. Bringing back the choir, the boys. Yeah, dude. Jeez. Man.
So wait, so you stayed in the toilet and played Pokemon the entire time.
He did. I mean,
And you pooped the entire
very
time.
solid chunk of that trip.
Yeah,
Regan
How long was the
I do
trip?
remember that.
How long
I
do
do-
give us like hours? How many hours?
Well, this
did
is
you
a
sit on the
this
toilet?
is a trip to New York City too.
Yep.
And we went, down through like Ohio, Pennsylvania.
Made
New
multiple
Jersey.
stops. Yeah. I barely.
Yeah.
Regan, it had to have been. It had to have been at least half that trip.
You know what I remember from that trip? The
At
thing
least
that
half.
always pops into my head is we're in New York. We're all hanging out. And then these guys are like, "Hey, want to take a picture with us? We're the Marvel." It was like the Marvel
Were
suits.
you
guy.
with me?
Yeah, I remember this. You
Oh
did
my
this.
gosh! And then they
And-
tried taking our money.
Yeah, then they're like, "All right, $20." I'm like, "No." It's just like, "No, I thought we were just taking a picture." And they're like arguing with us that they owe us money. And then one guy is like, "Well, I'm not going to do this anymore." And they just left, luckily. And then there's
The
the
CDs.
crazy druggy lady on that trip.
Mm,
You remember her?
no.
Dude, I remember this.
Yeah.
I talk about this all the time about drug. Like, this is why I'm always hesitant to give people money on the street,
Oh yeah.
because I saw this lady and she saw our group. And it's a big group of kids, college kids. And she comes up, and we're Christian kids, too. And we want to help people. We're trying to make a difference in the world. And she comes up and she talks to, I forget who it was, one of the girls. And then she comes out and starts preaching to everyone. "Guys, there's a mother and she needs help. If you guys can help her with anything." And I forget, somebody gave her like some money. And then we gave her some food from the van, like that we just had leftover, like from
Oh,
lunch.
that's when we were waiting.
Yeah, we were
late
waiting for
that night.
something.
We were waiting to get picked up that night. I remember
Yeah.
that whole bit.
Yeah. And then I watched her go down the street, look behind herself, and just chuck all the food to the side of the road. And I'm like, yeah, she just she wanted drugs. That's all she did. And so, like, I'm
Hugs,
always
not
hesitant. Like,
drugs.
was that?
Hugs, not drugs.
I was like, "You're so good."
Yeah.
Wow.
What's wrong
You
with
know-
drugs?
Well, Matthew,
And how do you know if it's drugs or not?
How don't you know?
it's true.
What if it was alcohol?
Well, one of the questions I want to ask
Sure.
about in the Ringer Dinger is about, oh man, what is it? Oh
If you
gosh, I gotta look it up now.
ever did
Um,
drugs.
Doesn't even go here.
oh boy. Well, yeah, dude.
Good orange juice.
I love this orange juice. Yeah,
Good orange juice.
Acidic.
yeah, I love my iced coffee I got here too.
Oh, God.
Ugh. Well, Matt and Isaac, well, what do you think? Should we, I mean, what, it's 8:25 right now. Matthew seems like he's prepping up, right, Matt? Are you prepping or what are you doing?
I'm always prepping, dude.
Okay. Are you ready to get this bad boy started or
dude, oh my gosh, dude. So like one of the packs that
Oh,
what's his name
gosh.
gave me, it was a $20 card.
Oh no.
Dude.
Are you opening wait, hang on. Are you opening them right now?
Yeah, because you
as we
actually
talk?
didn't clarify if we should open it on stream or not. You actually didn't.
Yeah,
you just
because I
kinda
was trying to
laughed at me
figure
on it.
out.
And then Regan shares his own spreadsheet,
Exactly.
you know,
Then you share your own
hijacking the
spreadsheet.
card opening.
Well, do you have a spreadsheet, Matthew? Do you have a spreadsheet sheet, Isaac?
And
No.
lots of spreadsheets. Lots
Yeah.
of
Well, one
them.
specifically for
In
you.
the sheets.
No. You know what? No. No.
Oh,
The spreadsheets.
the spicy sheets.
Mm.
Well, Matthew, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. You freaking messed up, dude. Unless you have a spreadsheet, it didn't actually happen. You didn't actually get the card because I have actual evidence that I have a $18 card or $20 card. Oh, I am. Do you want to open them on stream? Or should
No,
I
I've already done it.
all of them?
The deed has
Yeah,
been
I
done.
opened all of them.
Oh gosh. Dude, now so I got the new camera. I got my new camera. It's Isaac, I don't know if you know this. We do a thing here on the GG show. It's called the weekly finds, your weekly hauls. Have you been in that? Heard about that?
Yeah. Yeah, every week. It's actually
Every
the
week.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
thing I look forward to the show. Yeah.
For you though, maybe we'll do this on the actual episode. But I mean, it's Matthew's episode. I feel like I'm hijacking it. He's just over
Dude,
here.
it's okay.
Just
hey, who's this
watching
guy?
some show. He's probably watching Roadhouse right now.
Literally not watching Roadhouse at all.
I don't know if anyone wanted to watch Roadhouse.
To be honest
I'll
with
share
you,
my thoughts on it later.
I'm not very.
Yeah,
Not too
well, we're about
excited,
to get into it, boys. All right.
Let's
But
freaking do it. Let's do
you ready to go into this or
Dude,
what?
I'm ready, dude. And you
It's
know
either
what?
that or aliens, bro.
If I
It's either
decide
or
that
that.
I don't want to freaking do it, then guess what? I'm just gonna not do it.
Well, it's your freaking show, dude. It's your freaking show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will start our
Jordan,
intro.
this is Isaac. Special guest star.
Welcome to the Goof and Goober Show, the podcast that brings you laughter, insight, and the quirkiest conversations. Join your hosts, Matthew and Regan, as they embark on a delightful journey through the realms of pop culture, humor, and everyday shenanigans. So, buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster of fun and entertainment. Let's dive
in. Oh, there it
Ladies
is.
and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Goof and Goober Show, episode 55. 50 freaking 5. I'm joined here with none other than Regan Dvorak, my best buddy, old pal.
Hello.
He needs no introduction. He is who he is. We don't know why he is the way he is, but he is who he is.
We're still figuring it out.
But on the other hand, we do have a special guest. Regan, introduce our special guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have for you one of our biggest listeners, our biggest fans on the GG Nation, shows up every week. And he comments, he gets involved, he's there, he's rapping. He's a big Vikings fan. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he graduated from Crown College, cum laude, and he graduated from NASA, one of the biggest scientists there. He then went on to become a top detective in Chicago, and solved so many crimes there. He ran for governor, and then he also is currently in the presidential race for the 2024 election.
2028 election.
2028. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My okay. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the man you've been hearing behind the screen, Isaac Evanson. Wow.
This is actually so good.
All right, guys. Hey. John! Hey! Steven! Shut up in the back! Seriously, give the man respect. He deserves it. He's an American hero.
I was not ready for that.
Isaac, how's it going?
That was quite the introduction. That was, that was like 5 truths and a lie.
Yep. Pretty much.
You tell me which one was a lie.
All of them truths. That's what I gotta say. That's actually, you know what? We're gonna leave that up to the listeners. If you're listening right now, you tell us what is Isaac's 2 truth or one lie and 5 truths.
Yeah, which one of those was a lie?
Which one is the lie? You decide. The Goof and Goober Show.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. So Isaac has been a long time listener, and we went to college together. Isaac, give us a statement of you, of describing yourself in a statement. In one statement.
Statement or one word?
It's your show, Matt. It's you decide.
I would love actually, we'll just kind of jump into it. Give us a speech on who you are and what you're about and who you is.
A speech?
I'll start with the word. I'll say journey.
Ooh.
Journey. And part of it is because you kind of think you're going one way in life and then you end up going a different way. And, stuff you don't necessarily think of, but yeah. But no.
Well, it sounds like you're a mystery man. That's what it sounds like to me.
The most interesting man in the room. I'm the oldest in this room.
Give us an idea. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by journey?
Well, when you first said a phrase, I was like, not yet arrived. Because I think of that like not in just like a faith setting, because if you think of it from like sanctification, we've not yet arrived, but we have at the same time.
Sanctification. Are you quick question, Isaac? That brings up a good question here. Are you a tulip believer? Calvinist is what.
It's been a hot minute since I've heard of this. Here we go.
Yeah, it was a hot topic back in the day. I did a lot of
I would say, and this is kind of a cop out a bit.
Okay.
I think we can make our own decisions. I do think we can make a lot of our own decisions, but we make our plans, but the Lord is like He guides our steps. Or was it the other way around? But I can't remember what the verse is exactly, but I do think God destines all things, all outcomes.
He predestined everything.
I do think so.
Interesting. Okay. Wow. I did not know that about you, Isaac. You believe in the predestination. Now, does that mean? Well, I don't know if I want to go into that.
I mean, we could go into it if you want, or we could just go straight into the freaking ring dinger, and we can ask him whatever the frick we want.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Ding it.
We're gonna ring ding it, but before we jump into the ring dinger, we got to plug our stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you have not already, follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitch. We're live streaming right now as we speak every single Monday at 8 a.m. You did miss the pre-show which is a bunch of guys just chatting, having a good old time. And then you also can check us out on Facebook, anywhere on pretty much any podcasting application.
Yep.
So leave a comment. Oh, excuse me. Leave a like. And yeah. So we're gonna jump into the ring dinger. For those of you who don't know this segment of the podcast, anytime we get a new person on the podcast, a special guest, my wife was on the podcast. We ring dinged her. Max Mosier, we ring dinged him.
My sister.
Your sister, we ringed her. Jesse. And so essentially, if you haven't watched it already, we're gonna jump right into it. It starts off with a couple questions. Regan, did you have any pre-planned questions that you wanted to ask him before I jump into my questions?
Yeah. My first question is, cannabis, is it profitable?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been profitable.
Yeah. So
Sure.
it is profitable. You heard it here first. GG. Isaac is support of cannabis.
I mean, I have not participated in it, but sure. I'm sure it is.
Wow,
Well,
that was a good one.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my first question that I needed to ask Isaac. First thing, I went on YouTube and it gave me
Does
a
gun
cannabis.
control lower the murder rates?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So you heard it here, folks. Isaac is an affirming murder as a law.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
That was a bit of a stretch. But...
Okay,
any
my
more
question. I
questions?
got another question. You have a choice between the King James Version Bible or the Donald Trump Bible.
You're going there.
Which one? I think. What is
I
it
think
called?
I'm going to have to sit with King James on that one, despite many of its flaws. But
okay.
Guys, these, thems,
yeah,
and the really hard to understand. The reading.
Super.
I mean, they're both
interpretable.
politically driven. If you know, that was the whole reason King James was even.
But they can
Right.
use it to rebuke the Greek. Is what, as one pastor said.
Sure.
That's how it is. King James. Matthew, you got any questions?
Yeah, I got a couple questions. So we're just gonna rapid fire.
Okay.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Oh, Velociraptor.
What do you think I'm thinking of right now?
Your cards.
It's good choice. Good choice.
It's a close. It's a close. It was you actually, because I was thinking about your response and how you would respond. What's the best or weirdest pet name someone could ever give you?
Give me?
Mm-hmm. Is like your pet.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I
mean, rapid fire. It's rapid
people
fire.
call me Ike, so
Ike?
let's just go with Ike. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mike. I have a question. Patrick
ahead.
Swayze or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Arnold. Duh.
Okay.
What's
Good
the most
documentary on
realistic
Netflix.
animal sound you can make?
It's a good one.
Probably a pig.
Go ahead. Sorry, you're gonna have to do it again so
I
we can
can't hear
hear.
you. The
I
audio.
can't. Sorry. Next question. I'll respond in a minute.
Oh yeah.
If you had to eat a crayon,
drink up
which
on
color
that
would you
orange
choose?
juice.
Ooh, which color? Probably orange.
Is a charcuterie board a meal?
Oh yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Which celebrity do you think is probably not really funny?
Who's Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. That's
Shia
a good one.
LaBeouf or Troy Bolton?
My boy Shia. I mean Father Shia, you mean?
Yeah. No, that my bad.
Daddy Shia. Come
Dad
on.
and Papa?
How long would you
Papa.
last in Hunger Games?
Not very
Realistically, not very long.
long. Yeah. I mean,
What would-
I would
what-
stand I'd be like middle of the road, probably
What-
average. Like enough
okay.
until I had to kill a person, and I'd be like,
Well,
nah, I'm good.
What would be your choice of weapon? Like if you were put into the room in, Hunger Games where they were being evaluated by the rich people and you had to show your skill, what skill would that be? Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills?
I was actually gonna say a bow hunt, bow hunting or like an arrow. Like I've shot a few and they're
That
fun.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the most outrageous lie you've ever told?
Oh gosh.
Outrageous lie?
One that haunts you to this day.
I don't really have one that haunts
That
me.
when you're driving down the road and you stare off into space, and all of a sudden that moment pops up in your mind, and you're just like, "Oh God, I cannot believe I did that 10 years ago."
I'm not the lie. What's the most embarrassing moment? I would feel like that would be something you actually think about.
One time I did a talent show and I thought it was like really good, and I saw a recording of it after, and it was not good. It was very much so not good back in high school. So
what's the most unbelievable thing about you?
I've ran sound for the president.
For the president? Donald Trump or Biden?
Current president.
Current president. No way.
Dog.
I used to run production stuff I used to work with the company, and during the last campaign, I was flying all around the country doing stuff.
That's
during COVID, 2020, man, it was nuts. It was the best time to fly. I didn't have to share a row with anybody.
Oh, dude, and
great.
Masked could fall asleep easily.
This might be a controversial question. I've got two of them back to back.
Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza.
No fish, no fruit, no fungus. Those are rules.
Whoa.
No fungus? So
No
like
fish,
blue
no fruit,
cheese?
No blue cheese, no shrooms.
Oh gosh, you gotta go.
Anything else?
We got to take him to Alamo Draft.
We got to take him to Alamo, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Got to go.
They have the best spicy buffalo pizza.
See, I'd do that. I mean fungus more like shrooms. I can't stand mushrooms.
Oh. One time for work, I was in charge of ordering food for the whole company. And I decided to order pizza and just put mushrooms on it. And bad choice. It was
Yikes.
Yeah, nah. I went back and I said
14 mushroom pizzas, please.
Yeah, it was when I picked it up, they kind of like, what are you doing? I don't know. I was just trying to save money, but
is this Jeffrey Dahmer?
Here's my follow-up to that question. Slurpee or icy?
I think icy. Slurpee's kind of like one of those words like moist or damp. It just doesn't need to be said.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. If you had to rewrite your story and change one thing, what would it be?
And change one thing.
Change one thing about your story.
Oh man. Oh, I wish I would have never quit wrestling in high school.
Whoa.
Really? Why does that resonate now that you're an adult?
Because I quit because somebody convinced me to, but I didn't necessarily want to. And I was pretty good, and I could have been really good, and I think I would have really enjoyed it for just continuing on. So I quit after my freshman year.
Really?
Wow.
Well, I freaking hated it.
Last question. What is the most socially unacceptable thing that makes you laugh?
That makes me laugh?
That makes you laugh.
Oh boy. There's some comedians out there that just have some raunchy humor that I can't help but not to laugh a little bit. Because a joke can just be a joke at the end. Not everything has to be super serious.
I'm with you on there. I'm with you on there, brother. That's
I'd probably cross the line way too far.
Oh, I cross the line daily.
Yeah.
What's the most useless gift you've ever received?
Oh gosh.
Useless gift I've ever received. Oh, I'm trying to think. That's a hard one.
It's okay.
I don't even know. I got a really cool gift for my birthday a few weeks ago,
When was your birthday?
March 13th. When's
Oh,
yours?
God. Thanks for telling us. Golly. Freaking A.
You didn't even
Could have gotten
send
you a
me- I didn't even get
pre-
cards. sent
Yeah,
to
I
me.
was gonna
Nothing.
send you my cards.
Or
my-
mini cups. I didn't get a mini cup with a little
Dude.
package inside of it.
I would have given you my One Piece deck.
Yeah, I would have given you the One Piece deck too. Oh,
Don't even know what that is. That would have been the most useless gift ever given to me.
okay, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, that is our question and answers segment
Q&A.
of the
Ring
Ringer Dinger. We're now gonna go into I think my favorite part. We're gonna jump into some speeches. Now, I've got Regan in just to kind of give him an idea. I do
Okay.
have one prepared for you to do as an
Okay.
example.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, Regan, I'll give you your
Hang
your
on.
topic.
Before I answer, like, what's my character? Who am I? Am I an expert
You're gonna give
in the
yeah, I got you.
field?
So you're gonna give it an informative speech
Okay.
about why every adult should own a Lego set.
Okay.
Now you're speaking to Harvard students,
Hmm.
people whose families make a bunch of money. But not only why every adult should own a Lego set, but they should see it as an investment opportunity.
Okay. And
Mhm.
wait, you said it's with the students at
Harvard
Harvard with
students.
their family?
No, I'm saying their families make a bunch of money, right? So there's context.
Oh, they're
there.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And we've got some time for you to think about it. And then in the meantime, for you, Isaac, while you're seeing Regan perform this, I want you.
Careful.
I'm not gonna do anything like raunchy or anything, but I want you to give also an informative speech on why exercise is actually a scam and not helpful for your body.
Easy. I'll go first.
Oh,
You want to go first?
oh, dirty dog.
All right. So, Regan, we got some time frame. 2 minutes.
2 minutes on the clock.
2 minutes on the clock. Okay.
All right.
Here we go, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I have brought to you the man, the myth, the legend, Isaac Evanson. He is here to present you with the speech of the lifetime. It's all yours, buddy.
Thank you, Matthew and Reagan. Have you ever been convinced that something could help you, but in fact, it could kill you? Could take your life. The very thing that you thought could help you could actually hurt you. Something that is, as simple as maybe eating, that couldn't even do the damage that this topic could do to you. The thing I want to talk to you about today is exercise. Exercise is the new cancer. Nothing could be beneficial of it, not even movement itself. You're best to be in a straitjacket, seated, rested, without movement. Why? Because every movement is a compounding ailment to your body, breeding destruction within. That's what I got.
Okay, less than a minute. But I have a quick question. on that. You said
That was-
exercising. Sorry, hey, I know it's you got a minute, but I just got
Yeah,
Q
we're
and
pulling
A
it
here. Q and A
Q&A
with the
kind of.
audience.
Yeah, Regan, you go
go
first.
ahead,
Um,
Regan.
First.
Yeah. Hey, hi there, John Elway. Just a student here. Just heard
Yeah.
your speech. So you're in support of exercise. Is that? Am I hearing that correct?
No.
Okay. So okay. I just want to understand your point because you said, and I quote, exercise is cancer.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate more on that? I just want to understand more of your point of view.
I think what
Like
he
a-
means is like,
like
is
a
it
domino
stage 1,
effect.
stage 2, stage 3 cancer,
It's a
or is it
domino
like,
effect.
oh,
The more movement, the more
Mhm.
exercise, the more serious the disease becomes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so like it spreads.
Oh yeah, it's contagious.
So what is your answer then to obesity?
There's no such thing as that.
Okay. And last question. I'm just gonna put it out there. Where did you get your medical? I mean, do you have a medical degree?
Johns Hopkins. Yeah.
Oh, that I don't think I've ever heard of that in school. Is it a good one?
It's near Crown. and
Okay. Where's Crown? I've never heard of that. My name's John Elway.
It's in Iceland.
perfect.
Dog. Okay. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That is the questions and answers for today as to why you shouldn't exercise. On to our next
You forgot that. You forgot
conversation.
Thank you, Isaac.
Regan, do you have some pointers for him? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Isaac. First off, you didn't use up the whole 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was rough. That was
yeah,
rough. Yeah, bit off a
so-
little bit more than I could chew there.
Yeah, next time maybe come a little bit more prepared with science. Maybe like 3 points, maybe 4 or 5. I would maybe do a little bit more research on it because
Yeah.
you didn't really bring a whole lot of science into it.
Send me your sources. Next
Yeah.
time.
I
And
mean,
I'll be more prepared.
obviously you
I'll be
use
more well read.
you want to use government sources because the government is who we trust the most. They would never let us down.
That's what Ronald Reagan said himself.
Mhm.
I'm from the government. I'm here to help you. Those are the words. that
And
you-
those are comforting words. When you
Right.
say that, I feel a little hug sometimes when I hear that. I kind of feel like somebody's just embracing me and just never letting me go. And sometimes I feel like I can't breathe, but it's a good like I can't breathe. Keep squeezing me. Keep squeezing me.
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
like our hugs that we used to have, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll send you the sources. Easy
Yeah.
little fine. Yeah, I think as well the engagement with the audience. It seemed like you were really pissed off at them. I'm just gonna say it. It seems like you're just mad for no reason. So I just want to just get
you
it
know
under
it's
control.
because I'm blind.
Oh,
Oh
I would-
shoot! I
totally
totally
forgot.
forgot.
Didn't even
about
know they
that.
were there. Couldn't see them.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Thanks for bringing it up, Regan.
My bad.
Soft
On to the
spot.
next topic here. We've got another speech going on here. Regan Dvorak. We have got a speech. Your topic here is going to be why every adult should own a Lego set. We've already given you some context pieces. You're going to have 2 minutes on the shot clock. Okay,
Okay.
so
2
2 minutes there. And we're going to introduce you now as our guest speaker. So let's jump in. Ladies and gentlemen, woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to you today a special guest, a guest that only knows what he's talking about in these certain things, a man of chivalry and finance. I bring to you Regan James Dvorak. Come on in.
All right, thank you. Just to be clear, it's Dr. Dvorak.
My apologies.
That's all right. But I just want to start out with a quick question around the room. All right. Who wants to make a difference in their lives? Just a show of hands. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems like everyone's kind of pretty much majority of half the room, maybe. Kind of wants to be successful in life. Ladies and gentlemen, I have for you. You guys are a bunch of kids still trying to make a difference in their lives. You still got time to do things. You got all the time in the world to change, to move people. And you don't spend enough time for yourself. You think about that? Can you just think about that, okay? Just think about that. Did you hear it? Did you feel it?
Felt it.
This little brick I got. You see this? This has got me through my life. Got me through my life in college. This little brick encouraged me to be the man that I am today. I challenge each and every one of you. Pick up a brick. Grab another brick. Put it together. See how that makes you feel. And I'll tell you what, you are going to change the world. Because you're special. In every single way that you look at that brick every day and you put it together like it's the last time. That'll be my speech. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the conversation. Like I said, he gets really deep into it. Do we have anybody with questions for the main speaker? Anyone in particular?
I don't even know. Question for you here.
Somebody got right there.
It.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, with the hat.
This is Kirk Cousins here.
Hey, how you doing?
Him.
Nice to see you.
So, I saw something about Legos here, and I see those types of things at Kohl's often when I'm shopping around back in the toy section. But you never really made a mention of a Lego or a set, or I don't really understand. Could you could you unpack what a brick does? Are we talking like brick and mortar? Bricks for landscaping.
Let me just be clear. I'll take this. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got this. All bricks are equal. All bricks are equal in every way. Okay. I don't want to put you down or anything like that, but to specifically call out one brick is so wrong. And any brick, as long as they identify themselves as a brick, that is what we're going for.
They're brick worthy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Is when
my bad.
I don't care what you call it, a Lego. I don't care if you call it a brick master. I don't care, as long as you are a brick and you're putting together this world. That's where we are. You hold on to that. You hold on to that. Never let go. Thank you. Any other questions? Yep. Yeah, you right there.
Did your cat die before you gave the speech? Because you were really sad.
I wouldn't be sad about that. I freaking hate cats.
Second follow-up question to that. Is that why you wet yourself during
Hang on. Yeah. Is it Kirk or
Kirk? Yep.
Kirk. Yep. Kirk. Go ahead.
Passing the torch to Kirk.
Okay. Go ahead, Kirk. Go ahead.
Are you sweating a lot, or did you just wet yourself?
Next question, please. Okay.
Ladies
I
and
gotta
gentlemen,
get going.
that's gonna wrap it up here. So a couple things, Regan. I just want to address just right off. Do you have any pointers, Isaac, of what anything? Recommendations.
First and foremost, you didn't sell it. You just didn't sell it. So
Yeah.
you got to find a way to sell the bricks.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. I mean,
I
there was
sold
no
it.
mention of investments. There was no
None.
mention of the price. There was just no mention of the sets, like whether it was Star Wars.
What
or
age
Marvel.
is this for?
What age is it for?
You guys
like-
didn't listen. Did you
It
listen
wasn't
to anything
inclusive.
I said though?
This was not inclusive.
This is not at all a persuasive speech.
Listen,
this
I
was an
didn't get a rebuttal.
informative.
Informative.
I didn't
speech.
get a rebuttal. Why does he get a rebuttal?
You didn't give a rebuttal. You didn't try to give a rebuttal.
Oh, mine didn't need it. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if you clean that stuff up, Regan, you'll have a really good
Oh,
speech
you
moving
guys.
forward.
You guys have
Um,
no idea how to give speeches.
Next court of order here. Next court of order, we've got one last thing for the ringer dinger, and it's going to be between Regan and Isaac. Regan, I want you to play an individual. Her name is Stephanie.
Okay.
Stephanie Johnson. She's
Okay.
43. She's been smoking since she's 13. Raspy voice.
Yeah. Okay.
And we have Isaac. Isaac, I want you to be an insurance agent. And I want you to get Stephanie to buy a $1,000 a month life insurance policy. Yeah. This is a cold call. You're going to be cold calling this lady. And Regan, you're going to do what you do. You either buy or you don't buy.
I buy or sell.
You could buy, sell, or not buy. It's up to you.
It's true.
Or not so.
And here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Pick up the phone. Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, my phone's
ring,
ringing.
ring, ring, ring.
Oh,
Ring, ring.
hello.
Hello. Is this
Hey, sorry about that. Hello,
Hey, is this Stephanie?
Stephanie. Yeah, this is. Yeah, this is Stephanie. Yeah.
Say, wanted to call you today. I wanted to see if you
Who
were
is this?
interested. You know, we'll get to that point here in a second, sir. I mean, man.
John.
Yeah, John. This is this is John with Allstate. Are you
Where's
in
my
good
50?
hands?
Oh, wait, what? $50?
I'm calling to see if you're interested in a life insurance policy for the small price of
Do you
$1,000
have
a
any
month.
idea who I am, man?
I know exactly who you are.
Hello?
Yeah, Stephanie, are you okay? Do I need to call an ambulance?
I don't know. John! John, the phone's for you! John!
Stephanie, it seems like
hello?
you're tied up
Who's
right
this?
now. It seems like you're tied up and might need to have me call back later.
This is John. Who's this?
Oh, hey John. This is John calling from Allstate.
John, hey, how's it going?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. You know, I'm just taking care of my mother. Is she okay? Is she all right? Did she up her life insurance policy?
That's the question for today. I just need you to sign on the dotted line virtually over the phone
Over
for
the phone.
$1,000 weekly, and this will be settled. Could you do that? for
Okay,
me
well,
real
what
quick?
are we thinking? Well, what are we at right now? I gotta know.
Well, you're at $999, so this is just increasing your plan by $1.
Wait, you're telling me when my mother dies, I'm just getting $1,000?
Well, I mean, that's the monthly premium, but sure, you get other costs associated, and you'll
how
net
much
about
am
$1
I
million.
getting off of this? This is how much am I getting off of her? That's my question. How much, I'm doing all this work for her, and I'm not. I don't want to do this if I don't know how much I'm going to get back from her.
Seal the deal. Do what you got to do, and I'll pay you out.
What do you mean?
I'll let you be the judge of that.
Well, hang on. How long has she been doing this premium thing?
Going back to my records, it seems for the last 45 years.
Okay. And she's been doing $9.99?
Precisely.
Okay. So for the last 20 years, you said?
20 years.
Okay.
45 years.
45 years. 45 times 12 is $540. You take that and times it by 999. That's $539 and $539,000 and geez, I can't talk. $539,460.
That's it.
And you're telling me I'm only gonna get what, $1 million?
Well, I mean, the other part will be spread out through her other beneficiaries.
No. I'm done with this.
Okay.
Stop calling. I've tried. And scene. Wow. There's a lot of things there that I think we got to review. Matthew, what do you
first things first, I just want to apologize to the stream. I have had some fiber today, and I've been just getting wrecked. So I do apologize. Wow. That's the first piece of business. I had to handle business.
Literal.
One of the things I wanted to mention was that Isaac, you just kind of went straight for it. Like, there was no rapport building. There's no.
I hear the best way to handle these situations is to go right for the jugular.
I just felt like if you would have asked Jonathan maybe a couple more questions about who he is and what he might gain out of it.
No, that's one of my points.
It was Stephanie I was initially talking to.
Yeah, you were your main point was to sell to Stephanie, and then you went along with John, and then you decided to sell to John, not to Stephanie. Your goal was to sell a life insurance policy to Stephanie, but in the end, you were talking to John, her son, and that wasn't that's not who you're trying to sell to. So I'm just going to call you out on that. And
next time.
Sometimes you get it, and sometimes you get got.
Sometimes you get got.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for attending the ringer dinger and Isaac. I'm so glad we were able to ring your dinger. Make it a little fun and interesting. We are going to jump into the main part of the show. We're going to be talking about Roadhouse 2024. We're also going to maybe talk a little bit about Roadhouse 1980, the 1989 movie. If you guys have seen it with Patrick Swayze, we're going to talk a little bit about that, some comparison. But if you have not seen either of those movies, either of them, go check them out. Go watch them. We're about to start our spoiler warning. We will be jumping into spoilers. We're going to be talking all about that stuff. We're not even going to give our non-spoiler rating. We're just going to jump in. So we're going to roll the spoiler warning.
Hey there, Goof and Goober fans. Before we dive into the episode, we want to give you a heads up. Spoilers ahead. This message is equipped with our official Goof and Goober Show rating system, so you know just what you're getting into. Come on, follow along. 5-star, a must-watch. Prepare for a roller coaster of emotions, jaw-dropping twists, and laughs that will leave your sides aching. These are game changers. Then we have a 4-star. This is entertaining. While not quite a life-altering experience, these movies and TV shows are popcorn recommended. 3 stars, average and not groundbreaking. A decent movie or episode that will still deliver the goods. It's worth a watch for dedicated fans. 2 stars, room for improvement. These movies or TV shows have their moments but fall short of our standard. And of course, 1 star, proceed with caution, buckle up. These are trash. Well, now that you know our rating system, let's jump in.
Oh, man.
Roadhouse 2024. Synopsis here: an ex-UFC fighter, Dalton, takes a job as a bouncer at a Florida Keys roadhouse, only to discover that this paradise is not all it seems. There's a movie that was really what? What?
Just tell you were reading it word for word. from
Yeah, I
some-
was.
Uh,
I was. And if anybody thought I wasn't, then good job. This was released March 8th. So it's been about a month. Director Doug Lehman. You can watch it directly on Apple or Amazon Video. We're gonna jump in. This movie is a predecessor to a previous movie created in the 80s, Roadhouse, back in 1989, where it starred Patrick Swayze, Sam Elliott, Kelly Lynch, long list of actors. Had either of you seen this movie before watching the 2024 version?
A long time ago.
Long time ago.
yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Can't say
Not
I
me.
have either. Did you watch it, Regan?
The 2024 or the 1989?
1989 version.
No, I did not watch it. That was not me.
Oh, okay.
Isaac is now the expert in
I mean,
everything.
when I say it, it's like
Roadhouse.
bits and
I mean, I
pieces.
watched it yesterday, but
Oh,
don't
you
know.
you did watch it?
You're more of an expert than me then.
I watched them both
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
because I thought that's what we were going to talk about.
The
Ladies and
comparison.
gentlemen, let's just say the first one and the second one are actually pretty similar. It's not shot for shot exactly the same, but it's really just the same story repurposed. So, we're going to talk about it. I thought, overall, and I guess Isaac, if you want to throw in or chime in your opinion on it, I actually prefer Jake Gyllenhaal's version in terms of his acting and his portrayal. That may be controversial to some. I'm not sure. What is your thoughts?
I thought he did a terrible job. I
Really?
mean, it was so non-compelling that I literally only made it through half of it. Texted Regan today, and I was like, I only made it through half. But then I watched the rest of it right before the
I
show.
forced them to.
Yeah,
have to
and
watch
I don't know. I'm just not convinced of the character at all. I thought the best
No.
person in that whole movie was Post Malone.
I recognized Post Malone like instantly when I saw it. I was like, "Oh gosh, he's in a movie like this."
But he was
Um,
kicking butt, dude. That's the thing. Post Malone was kicking butt.
So
And
float
you-
around.
You know
He's
what?
killing
Post Malone is a big Magic the Gathering guy. In case you didn't know,
Oh, massive.
he loves.
He
so-
paid $2 million for one card,
Goodness.
the One Ring, Lord of the Rings version. We're only going to talk a little bit about the 1989 version since you guys hadn't really seen it. I thought it was okay. It was directed by Rowdy Harrington. Came out May 19th, 1998, starring the Patrick Swayze. It's a good movie. It's an older movie, so there's a lot of stuff that the acting and the visualization was a little bit off in my opinion, but overall pretty decent movie. I'd watch it again. Moving on to the 2024 version, we've got a long list of things that we're probably going to talk about. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the semi. So we're going to talk. Regan, do you want the good or the bad first?
let's start with the bad. Start with the
Start with
bad.
Isaac, let's give us some.
I'm
points
curious to
of-
see what Isaac has to say.
Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say about the bad of this movie.
I thought it was an excuse for Conor McGregor to be in a movie.
Really?
Okay, but then how did Conor McGregor do?
Well, I mean, clearly not great, but I think for him, like, if you've seen or know much about him and his personality, just so boisterous and always has to be the center of attention, you could just see, like, it just reminded me of another Proper 12 commercial, to be honest. Like, I just was not impressed with him at all. And the storyline just felt like disjointed. Like, it jumped from one type of scene to the next and just not, like, it didn't really like gel together great as a story. I was the whole time I was like, oh, just waiting until Conor McGregor shows up. Then he showed up and I was like, okay, great.
Oh, well, I mean, to point out, I think Conor McGregor did a decent job. I think he's playing the character he's playing is supposed to be basically chaotic. He's supposed to be this guy that is completely insane. And he does it like at some points I was like, this is like bad. But then I'm thinking, but he's supposed to be insane because he just got this smile and he's like looking like this the whole time. Like I felt like that was his look. But I'm like, okay, that's kind of creepy. But then I'm like, but he's chaotic. Like this guy is insane. He's supposed to be this insane guy. And I think he does a good job on that. Obviously the fighting, that's what I'm here for, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They were entertaining scenes.
Yeah. Freaking entertaining scenes. But I don't know. That's what I would have to say to the Conor McGregor guy. That was probably my I don't know. My biggest bad was Conor McGregor, but I don't know. We're talking about the bad, so I'll just talk about the bad.
Yeah.
And I think for me, the thing that was just bad, I think I would agree with Isaac. That's just not a whole lot of like, I had to go back to try to understand it. The storyline just didn't make a whole lot of sense. And I think that was probably a big pull of
it was awfully put together. Like, even if they're trying to match the other film, it was pretty poor. And not even from scene to scene, but just like even within each scene, there wasn't much development. I guess it was just like, oh, jump right into whatever's happening, and then just like quick in and out of each thing. It was odd.
It just didn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like when he started recruiting people for the thing, I'm like, well, why is he doing that? Like, I don't understand.
And then it went away.
And then it's just like he just recruited one guy. He's just like, yeah, will do. And then it was just some random guy on the beach, basically, that was selling surfboards. And then, yep, that's it. That's all I need is just one guy.
Are there scars on your knuckles?
Oh gosh.
Are there scars on your knuckles?
It's gonna be a standard question I ask now.
Oh yeah.
Strange.
No, I do agree with you. I think Conor McGregor was pretty weak during this movie. I also thought that for me, I was just like the kid or the relationship between the girl and the police officer and then the kid and the father.
Oh yeah.
That whole relationship was a weird, like, what?
Doesn't
like,
make any
why?
sense.
Doesn't,
Well,
like,
why?
what is this
Why?
bar?
That's kind of the same question I have.
Why is this bar so important to these people? Like, it makes no sense.
Well, the whole premise is that he wants to build like this big resort, and they're in their way. It's just like you have
all the money in the world. Go build it somewhere else.
Yeah. Why
well, it's not even that. You have the land before it or after it. Like, just sell it right. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think building you can't build anything until like this Roadhouse restaurant is completely destroyed or something. Like, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me either.
I also thought that it was stupid that they were like, you know what? We've got this guy who's got a bunch of money who wants to essentially buy us out. And the way we're going to fix it is by hiring a guy to be the bouncer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy's going to fix everything.
This is the worst day of my life. I have to sell out.
About the bar, just because it literally was the worst, was the ending scene where they're getting the truck out of it, and the people like kind of like, oh, are you guys open? And she like looks around, oh yeah, come right in. I was just like, what the heck? It's like the dumbest scene I think I've seen in a movie in 5 years, easily.
Well, yeah, I
This
don't think you
is-
saw some of the movies that came out this year so far.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
there have
my-
been some bad movies this year.
some freaking.
This one's
bad
up there.
Honestly, for me, from the action standpoint, I could watch this one again.
Yeah.
But there are some that we watched this year that I'm just like, I will never watch that again, ever in my life. So I don't know. I guess I'm tossed up on it. We've talked about the bad. Give us your rating of this movie. We do it out of 5 stars. You do have decimals, so
Mhm.
do go ahead and give us your rating, Isaac.
I was gonna say 2.7.
2.7 is actually not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's more than half.
Yeah.
So that's
And the only reason is because they do have, I mean, just having somebody like Post Malone, Conor McGregor, Jake Gyllenhaal in it, like it wasn't, I don't want to say the movie was terrible because there were some cool aspects to it. Even like, I thought it was unique about the band on stage kind of had a cage around it sort of thing. Like, I thought that was kind of, kind of,
I always thought it was funny when like people are fighting or like when like the whole like bars like crashing down, they just keep playing and everything like that. And I watched like the 1989 like commercial of it, and it looked like it was the same thing. That they have a band and they just kept playing no matter what. They didn't care what was going on. They just kept playing. Even when like Conor McGregor like rips open the cage basically and does the old here's Johnny thing.
Yeah.
They kept playing. They kept going, dude.
They didn't stop.
Non-stop.
So Isaac's first rating on the show is a 2.7. Not a bad score. Actually, probably pretty close, I'd imagine, to our scores. Regan, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I would say for me, I love the action in this. So like, and I'm a big action guy. You know me, I think Captain America Civil War is one of the most underrated action movies of the choreography. This one, I think there are some parts where the choreography or the cut scenes.
We can confidently say Civil War is 5 out of 5. Right?
Yeah, I think I could say that. Yeah.
At least for me.
Not Civil War. I get, yeah, it is Civil War. No,
or
Captain
Winter
America
Soldier?
Winter Soldier is what I'm talking about, not Civil War. I'm talking about Winter
I think
Soldier.
it's a 5 out of 5 as well.
But I think with the action, the fight scenes, because that's what Roadhouse is all about. It's just fighting. And I always get a hoot because this one, I just want to read before I give my rating. And I know I'm taking my time with this, but I really want to read the 1989 Roadhouse description or synopsis.
Go ahead.
It's a bouncer hired to clean up the baddest honky tonk in Missouri town, armed with a black belt in karate and a degree in philosophy. Patrick Swayze sets out to tame the Devil Deuce for its owner. That is such a 1989 thing to say, dude.
That got me pretty excited. The blood's flowing now.
A freaking black belt in karate? Are you kidding me? And a degree in philosophy?
Ugh.
My God.
I definitely got to watch that again.
Well, the other thing is I think they made Dalton way too powerful, I guess, if you want to say it, than he should be.
In which one?
In the newest one.
Oh, sure.
It just seemed like I just cracked your jugular and now you won't be able to breathe.
Well,
yeah, the
and
guy
he
with the
turned that way at the end.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
he was a soft-spoken whatever the whole time, and then all of a sudden is like became an outspoken
Well, it's because they messed with the girl that little girl he cared about.
But I think even so, it's just kind of
Uh,
it seemed out of character to me.
well, I think. Well, anyways, I'm gonna give my rating. My rating for Roadhouse 2024 will be a 3.6.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go 3.6.
Well, we've kind of got a similar ish. I'm going 3-3. I think this movie has there's some stuff it needs to work on, right? Like there's obviously
Right.
stuff that it needs to work on. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but it's not the worst movie I've ever seen.
It's not as bad as Aquaman 2.
Aquaman
Yeah.
2 was horrible. That was a terrible movie.
Yeah,
That
you want
was
to talk about the worst
oh,
movie in the last 5 years, Isaac?
That's one of them.
Appreciate the accountability there.
Yeah, don't watch that one. But I give it a 3-3. I think there's a lot of stuff that you will like out of it, even though you may not be a huge fighting or action movie lover. It's got its ups and downs, but it's a good movie. I definitely say check it out. Our average probably now that it's a 3-3 if we average all three of ours out. So check it out. If you like it, great. If you don't, whatever. It's not really a make or break. But let's jump into the good. Let's jump into the good of the movie. Regan, what did you love outside of the action? Right? Maybe talk about a specific scene. What specific scene did you love the most in terms of action?
I think a lot what I loved was Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm a huge Jake Gyllenhaal fan.
Are you?
I've been great from.
Oh, that's really weird that you're a huge fan of Jake because you can't even say his last name right.
Gyllenhaal.
You said Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal, but Gyllenhaal. Either way,
Yeah, it's whatever.
got the cat running around there, Isaac.
Oh my gosh.
Friggin' bad boy. No, I think seeing his past and trying to figure out what happened in his past was really good. And then figuring out, like they show snippets of what happened. And he's kind of dealing with that pain.
They
in
could have
his
done
life.
more, I think, with that, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. I think him dealing with that, but I think with Dalton, what he's dealing with is how does he control himself, because he sees himself as a huge threat to everyone, and he needs to control himself, because if he can't control himself, he's going to let loose and kill, basically. I mean, he was like Knox or Conor McGregor said, is that you killed your friend. He was your friend and you killed him, and that was the thing that I think for Dalton that he had to deal with, is that I don't know what I'm capable of, and I don't want to know what I'm capable of. And then, so I think that's haunting him. And also when he at the very end, when he was like, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, and you have no idea what I'm afraid of. I think he's more, like you found out is that he's afraid of what he's capable of doing.
Yeah.
And so I think that to me is the big thing for that. I think that they did really well with.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to echo you on that stuff. I thought that was probably the biggest piece, or one of the biggest pieces of the movie. Was just kind of that character development over time, right? But I do agree with Isaac. I think they probably could have done more. This could easily have been a 2-hour and 20-minute movie, right? The runtime was 1 hour, an hour and 50 minutes. This probably could have been a 2-hour and 20-minute movie, adding more context and in development into who he was, and
it wouldn't have taken much. I don't think.
No, I don't think the budget would have been. I mean, obviously editing and stuff like that, but I don't think budgetary would have been a problem. I don't think. What was outside of outside of what we've already talked about, what did you find good or what did you like about the movie, Isaac?
I thought each character to itself actually represented themselves well. I thought actually what was pretty comical was the gang that he kind of beats up right towards the beginning of the movie, and then towards the end, one guy he like questions him back, is like, "Are you sure you want to run around with these guys?" Like, I don't know, like they kind of stayed true and to the character. They didn't completely like sell out as characters. That was positive, but
I thought the one gang guy, Mo, the guy that's like they be in a fight, like, oh hey, how's it going? And then I thought that was funny. And then and then he's like, is that your guys' bikes? And he's like, yeah, that mine's the red one.
yeah,
I
mine's
thought
the
that
red
was
one.
actually a good.
He's
funny,
like the new gang member, like the young
Yeah.
punks. They're just like, dude, shut up.
I was really hoping when he goes, "You broke my arm," he goes to the doctor. Yeah, it's just like a little tweak or something,
Yeah.
like something super not broken, no torn ligaments, just like, no, you just got a bruise there. And he's just,
Yeah.
my arm. I was really hoping that would be the case,
Right.
but it didn't. I do agree. Actually, he was one of the funniest guys on the show. I really like, or the movie. I really
Mhm.
liked him. I was really hoping he would kind of like take him under his wing as like, hey, like stop running around with those guys, and maybe pull him into the Roadhouse as like a helper in some way. I thought that, if we're talking about the good, the bad, and then the gray, right? I think that would have been a gray piece. That they could have added. Could have been a fun little idea. But let's talk about the gray. What do they need to? I mean, we see it with not just this movie, but we see it with a lot of different movies. There's stuff that just was not clearly thought out. There's like, okay, cool in concept, cool in idea, but not doesn't make sense.
I have two things.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
The bartender, like the daughter of the whole reason, the thing, like, just super underdeveloped, and her acting was very subpar. Like, just
Like
again, not compelling.
the big chick, the fat chick.
No.
Are you or
Talking about the
guy-
black girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Frankie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just goodness, not great. And then the rich guy who like on the yacht was kind of like the kingpin of that group. I was just like, same thing. I was just like, just again, not compelling. Just they didn't really build into it. Like, why was that person important? It just, I don't know. Both of them, I just kept, I don't know.
You know what I got? What vibes I got from him? I got Zuko, Avatar vibes from that guy.
Zuko.
He's got a job to do, but he can't go back to his dad until the job's done.
It's not
Like he
even
references that a couple times throughout the movie.
but there's no point in his dad being there. There was no point of his dad being in jail. There was none. That some of those things that like there was like that. I also think the whole point of the daughter with the sheriff, that whole thing just didn't make sense to me. It just all of a sudden, and this is my dad. Hi, Dad, what are you doing here? How dare you? And then whatever.
Well, the double turn on the boat on the top of the yacht or whatever.
Just
it's
like,
oh, you set me up, and then I set you up. It's like, okay.
And then Dalton, a double turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things I don't think they really put a whole lot of thought in, or they just like, oh, what if it was his dad? Oh yeah, and then
I like this.
Jake could sell it. He could sell it.
And then Jake says, oh, a double turn, and man, it's gonna be good. I always think about like these writers in a big conference room, and they're all sharing ideas, and like what ideas were all shared, and then they had decided, you know what? How about the sheriff as her dad? Yeah. That makes sense.
Somebody signs off on that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's just like he didn't need to be the dad. I
I
don't know.
always wonder through the editing process from a producer standpoint, it's like, did you really capture what you wanted?
You
Like, is
know,
that
I
really
like
what your end goal was? Like, who's sitting in that chair as a director being like, this is it. This is it.
this is what we wanted.
This is gold.
Well,
This is gold.
That's what we were talking about with Avatar: The Last Airbender last time. Is that like the original creators of it were a part of it, and then they left because of creative differences. And I think that's really what happened. Is that they said, "I don't want to be a part of this," and that, hey, good for them. I applaud people that
There's
do that.
integrity behind that.
Yeah. It's just people want to do things nowadays because, well, there's money behind it. You got the big stars in it. I can't, but everybody wants to keep doing the old Nicolas Cage, just keep doing whatever movies they got for me and just keep going. And
Just make a bunch of crap movies just to make something.
It does seem like Mission Impossible is in fact possible.
who'd have thought? Yeah.
One of the things that I wasn't a huge fan of was the fact that he got stabbed and just never
phased him.
didn't phase him at all. But like no stitches, no, just like a pad. He had the pad on it because the girl put the pad on it. And it's like you just got stabbed in the stomach, didn't get phased, and then all of a sudden now you're going and doing bar fights. Like,
and then where he gets stabbed at the end of the movie is that exact same spot as well, if you didn't notice.
Right. And then,
well, it's right.
And then he has a shirt off and you don't see any of it,
No.
none of it showing.
That bit to me, I was just like, man, this is very very subpar.
Yeah. They just didn't think too much behind it.
Mm-mm.
Of, oh, you know what? We did stab him at the beginning, and now I don't know.
It turned
It's
from
frustrating.
I saw it. I saw it on Twitter. Someone describing this movie, and it was something about like just a thriller fighting movie, and it turned into a hack and slash movie, a slasher movie at the end. When Jake Gyllenhaal just turns the wire and just starts killing people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But one of the things I will say is how many times and how many splinters did Jake Gyllenhaal's character get in that wound? And did it get infected? Like, what happened?
Right.
Like, what happened afterwards? He's just like, oh, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to, just head out.
Or when he puts McGregor's back through the bar itself, I'm like, no one's standing up after anything like that.
Oh, no way. There's zero shot.
Yeah.
Zero
The
shot.
other stuff could be, what it is, but
Or when he's going, the boats are coming completely two different ways at like high speeds, and he jumps and then like hits himself with the
but they were rubber buoys, Regan.
And-
They're rubber buoys.
I just like, and then he gets up and starts punching and kicking. And I'm like, this man is invincible.
Well, he like flips around the whole thing, does like a does a barrel roll and then lands in the back seat. I was
All
like,
of a sudden,
whoa.
So weird.
Can we talk about how many stabs freaking Conor McGregor's character took at
Was
the
it
end?
8?
I don't know. It was a lot though.
It took
Like,
1, 2.
how?
I thought it was 1, 2,
1,
3,
2.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I
Let me
think
pull it up
Isaac's
here.
right on that. I think he's spot on with that.
Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. I'm gonna count. Come on,
Come on, baby.
hurry. Because he takes one in the hip as the first one. Come on. Taking forever. Okay, here we go. So he goes. He's about to get stabbed by Conor McGregor. He holds him back and he's like, "Oh, you know what would be a great idea? Pull it out, stab him in the hip. That's 2 in the shoulder. Okay, there's 2
Okay.
stabs. He's still moving. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, wow.
8
Looks like Isaac was
stabs.
right.
He was right. But
This is why we have Isaac on, because he remembers those key details that matter
Well,
most.
I'm all about the facts.
He's all, yeah, exactly. He's all about facts.
can we talk about the fact that when when Jake Gyllenhaal takes out the piece of wood, he's actually not even bleeding.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it's not even bleeding. It's just like a dried
The
up.
man
blood
is
spot.
invincible. He's freaking Roadhouse. Are you kidding me?
No. Roadhouse.
Did you
is
not
the
watch
place.
Family Guy?
Gosh.
Golly.
I may have to drop my rating down just a couple now that I'm looking at these specific details.
It's
But
pretty
it's-
bad.
Well,
It's
it's
actually
like
really bad.
the thing is, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I mean, it's fun.
kind of like Mission Impossible. It's like we said. It's just, yeah, it's supposed to be for entertaining. You know, it's probably very impossible that this will ever happen or anything like that. But like,
But still,
yeah,
The idea of it. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude our review of Roadhouse 2024. Conclusion came to around a 3-1, 3-2-ish is the average. So if you
Mhm.
haven't seen it, at least go check it out. It's a
Do it.
fun movie. It's not the best movie. There's a lot of flaws in it. There's a lot of plot points that just don't make sense. And some of the action pieces don't make sense. But all in all, decent movie. Any last final thoughts before we kind of close things out, gents?
Make sure you go follow us on Insta, guys.
On Insta, guys.
We're trying to do a giveaway, so please.
How many Instagram followers are we at?
I have no idea. Real quick, you wanna
Let's take
give
a look.
it real quick. I know Isaac's got to leave here real quick, but
Yeah.
Isaac,
got a kid.
just be on here to let us know. We are at 91.
We're at 91. We
You
are
were
at
at 90
9. Oh, wait.
until
90. It says 90.
about 5 seconds ago.
Wait.
Yeah. Wait, did you follow us, Isaac?
I didn't until 5 seconds ago.
Oh my gosh! And
Oh
we had
my
you on the pod,
gosh.
and you
I'm on
didn't.
everywhere else.
Ah.
I'm on everywhere else except for
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
that.
Well,
At
we're
least I'm honest.
yeah.
At least he's honest.
Honest,
At least he said
honest,
it.
No.
It's true.
Wouldn't lie to your face. That would be a lie I'd be embarrassed about or upset about later in life.
Oh, no. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are 9 followers away from our giveaway. We've got a bunch of prizes, a bunch of stuff going on. We will be doing some fun stuff here in the future, the near future, so be on the lookout for it. Next week, what are we going to be reviewing?
I have no idea.
Well, we've got a couple different options. We've got X-Men, the TV series.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah.
Or there is a movie, I think Civil War is coming out soon. I think we should definitely do that one coming up
Mhm.
here. That's actually in 2 weeks. But I think we're going to be doing X-Men, the TV series that just came out last month. So it'll be on episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe 5. There might be 5 episodes now. So make sure you guys check up on that. But ladies and gentlemen, give us a round of applause for our guest today, Isaac Evanson. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Yeah.
You bet. Alien.
Shoot.
That was
Nice.
awkward.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my word. What the
Thank you
heck?
for being on the podcast, Isaac. We love having you in the chat. We love you engaging with us. It makes our podcast a lot more fun, and we are glad that you were able to come onto the
Yep.
podcast.
Thanks for having me.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys next week. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Check us out on Podbean, Podchaser, everywhere. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.
And that's a wrap on another hilarious and unforgettable episode of the Goof and Goober Show. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did recording. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future goofiness. Join us next time as we continue to explore the weird and wonderful world of laughter and entertainment. Remember, you can always connect with us on social media and share your favorite moments using hashtag Goof and Goober Show. Until next time, stay goofy, stay goober, and keep spreading smiles wherever you go. Thanks for tuning in to the Goof and Goober Show with Matthew and Regan.